Hello everyone, this is Sushant, and this is a video submission for keeping up with the JavaScript homework 7. And this is the code which I wrote for the website, which shows 10 rectangles, each having a color, and text saying which color is it in hex code beneath it, and with the title, a heading, and a description. So let's go through it. Okay, so yeah, let's first see HTML tag, head tag, basic stuff. Then in the styling parameters, I use these to basically align the rectangle boxes, the rectangle canvases, to basically be aligned side by side rather than top to bottom. I particularly found this part, let me say, the figure part. I didn't know HTML5 syntax yet, so finding it proved to be problematic. It took me a good few minutes to figure that out. Anyway, so I used inline head CSS tag just because I didn't have too many components to style, and the coloring of the canvases were done in the JavaScript file. So yeah, that's good, right? And we have the title tag. I just put that view gradient rectangles because I'm going to show you how it's going to look, and you might understand. So in the body tag, I put a heading as instructed, with the same text as in title tag, or vice versa. And then I just put some description text, some random stuff about what describing about the title, I guess. And then this one, yeah, so I made a division, and I assigned a class name and then an ID, right? So and then I basically what I did first was I took 10 canvases, only the canvas, not the figure, not the figure caption, just the 10 canvases, named them rectangle 1 to rectangle 10, with a width of 300 and 325. I'll tell you why I took 325 though. I think I did a pretty good job for that, but I think I might change. I don't know. I made a few changes of my own to this. So yeah. So basically, at the beginning, I took 10 canvases, right? After that, and actually that's the last part of the body tag. Then I used a JavaScript file called rect.js. It's right over here. So in this, I created a function called rect details. This function basically, before using a for loop, I actually manually typed all of the colors and IDs. The IDs of the canvases, and after that, I just stored them in two arrays and called them. But yeah, so in rect details, what I did was, I used for loop. At this moment, I used the for loop. I iterated from an array. Basically two arrays. One is the 1D array, and the second one is the 2D array. The first rect ID, which you can see is a first parameter passed here into the draw function, into this function. So into that I passed, in that array it has all the IDs of the rectangle canvases, and in the colors array I have each color. Now you might see that there are 20 colors, not just 10, and each of this is a pair of colors. So I'm gonna show you why just in a minute. Not that surprising, but just a little bit prettier, you can say. And this window on load rectangle details, and then I'm just calling this one to display the rectangle IDs into the console, like I think for the 5th step. So here what I did was I basically I got the element by ID into rectangles, and then I took the width and the height of the canvas. Then I created a context for this canvas in 2D mode. Then I created a gradient for this context using create linear gradient. Basically I wanted this to spread only through only in only in the width side. I mean, let's say what's that, horizontally, only horizontally from 0 to width, right? And then I added two color stops, one at the beginning and one at the end. I wanted it to transition from the left color to the right color, basically from this color to this color. I wanted the gradient to go from left to right, simple. Then I created a rectangle with the width and height -25. Now this one I actually didn't read it properly, I mean the instructions, so I labeled the rectangle inside the canvas itself, and then I read, and then it was written it has to be in plain text. So I went through another, I think, 1.5 hours of googling and stuff to find how to place that text under the canvas, and that was a pain. What can I say? It was not that simple because I'm not that experienced with this stuff, but it's all right. I learned a lot of stuff doing this thing. And then basically just added a font underneath the rectangles in the canvas itself, right? And then this I just used to log out the rectangle IDs. I think I told that already. Yeah. So in this, after that, so I already told that I have to basically label the rectangles according to their colors. So I label them according to the gradient start point and end point, right? I took each rectangle as 300 to 325. I tried using float, I tried using different divisions, I tried using different spans for the text, and then at the end I think I figured out that HTML5 is a new feature called figure, right? And according to what I read, I think figure is used for images, or I think canvases. I use it for canvas. I saw an example. I mean, I saw an example on images. So this is going to caption this element or container, and then it's going to be underneath it, right? So that's what we wanted. So I used that, and then I did that for each and every canvas. Then let's see, as requested, I have padded the entire division of canvases and rectangles basically. Then for the figure element, I had to use auto, otherwise it was signing borders on itself and it really didn't look that clean. So basically I used auto to can we say to add responsiveness, I guess, I don't know. And then in display inline block, this I used to basically place all the rectangles side by side, and the figure caption and then the figure caption, I mean the text thing, you know, I just kept text align center. So I think that's it about the code. Let's see how it looks. Oops, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, sorry. So yeah, as you can see, we have the title, and then we have the first heading, we have the description about the title, and we have 10 rectangles, each with their own gradients and text inside, which in my honest opinion looks way better than just plain text, because I mean you can select the plain text, sure, I mean yeah, that makes sense, but this gradient, ooh baby, candy as hell. And I think that's about it, right? Thank you for watching the video, I guess, and if you have any suggestions where I can improve, like how to add the text underneath the canvas or the rectangle, or any other methods to create rectangles, yeah, it would be helpful. And thank you for listening. Thank you, bye.